Hey guys, Caroline here. In this video, I'm going to do a very brief profit diary where I'm basically just catching up from the last time I did one of these. So if you haven't watched my previous video, basically I took a kind of a break from match betting for about 10 weeks, or mostly a break, because nearly all of my accounts were gubbed. But now I've got the opportunity to start over again with a new set of accounts. I'm going to be using the details of one of my friends. So have a look at my last video if you haven't seen that. So let me first of all just show you where I was before. So this is the last one that I did, the last one of the weekly profit diary. So I recorded this one on Christmas Eve, 24th of December. So that's almost 3 months ago, because today we are 21st of March. So I'm not, usually I do this on a Monday. I'm not doing it on a Monday. It just happens to be Thursday today. I'll probably do another one next Monday, so it's not going to show very much. But anyway, so I was up to 3,429. So that was by the end of last year. So if we come up to here, 4,134. Now, if I scroll down and see where it's, where it's come from, basically most of it was in January. So in January, I carried on doing match betting. Now I was in Tenerife throughout the whole of January and February, and I had already been gubbed by quite a few bookies. I then got gubbed by a bunch more, and at that point I'd already decided I wasn't going to do the videos anymore. But at that point I thought there's just no point in doing this, so I hardly did anything. In February I think I just had a couple of free bets, and that's all that was. And then this month, March, all that is there is I did just a handful, just a tiny fraction of the available offers for the Cheltenham Festival. So Cheltenham, I was kind of gutted really that I sort of missed out on that, because Cheltenham Festival is probably just about the most profitable week in match betting. I've been hearing about that since I started, which was back in August. But of course, by the time I got around to it, I hardly had any accounts left. All of the big offers were on accounts that were gubbed for me. I think I had two. Accounts where there were some offers, and one of them was one of these things where you get a free bet if your horse comes in second, and not many of those came through. So I made about 100 quid there, and this last week I've had just a couple of free bets. One from Paddy Power. Strange, I'm still not gubbed from Paddy Power. I don't know what's going on. I got gubbed from the Betfair Sportsbook months ago, and Betfair and Paddy are now owned by the same company. So I keep saying I'm expecting Paddy to follow suit. But then, to be fair, I do very little with Paddy Power these days, because the prices of their odds are so poor. Even when they give you a free power up, there's not a lot you can do with it, because their prices are just rubbish. Anyway, so that's where I stand right now. So I made a fair bit in January, and then that's pretty much it. But I've made over £4,000. So all of this that I'm showing right here is with purely my accounts, the accounts that I started with back in August. So moving forward from this week, I am going to start using the accounts of my friend. Now there are some setup I want to do, and I do have a slight delay, because one thing I want to do is get a separate phone number, and I need to go and get myself a SIM card for that. But I can still use the accounts which he's created. Basically, he has created a set of accounts, but he hasn't done them all. He's only got a fraction of, say, the ones I've got here. So for the ones that he has created, I can just log into his accounts and go ahead and use them straight away. For the ones he hasn't, I can then go and do the welcome offers, which means creating accounts. So I want then, I need a bank account, phone number. Obviously, I need a different bank account than what he's been using. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. I will discuss all of that stuff in another video. So yeah, this is just basically just a quick catch up to say where I am. So 4,134 is where I have what I've managed to make so far. Now this might not actually be completely accurate, because over the last couple of months, March and February, I haven't been doing all the very careful reconciliation. But honestly, if it's out by a few quid, it's not going to be a lot. Up until January, I was accounting for every penny and making sure that this was accurate every single week. So going forward, I will resume doing the profit diaries on Mondays. But as I explained in the last video, going forward, I'm going to be working with 2 sets of bookie accounts, but I'll only have one exchange. I'll only have one Smarkets account, which means I can't separate the two. I can't say I've made this much from my accounts and this much from my friend's accounts. It's all in one. So yeah, that's really all there is to say about this one. Just a quickie. So now you know where I'm up to, and I'm hoping that I can make more money going forward than the 4,000 I made with the first set of accounts. I want to try to not get gubbed. Or not get gubbed so quickly. I know it's inevitable. Everyone's going to get gubbed eventually. But some of my accounts I have kept, including 1 or 2 good ones. So, and I've heard of other people that have kept like their William Hill account for a couple of years. So it is possible. So I'm going to see if I can make any changes going forward to hopefully squeeze more out of these sets of accounts. So yeah, I've been waffling for far too long. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching.